here are the albums that we hit most recently on Patreon. The first album of this month is The Pretenders' debut album, so that's out now. And for the second album of last month, we did a poll that ended up tying between two choices: Aqualung by Jethro Tull and Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette. So if you haven't seen those or the hundreds of reactions and albums we've done on there, go check it out. Less than a cup of coffee, content that you can't get here on YouTube. With that being said, onto the video. Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as well as a great life. Back. Dan Fogelberg, I think I'm saying the name right. Andy and I hit Old Lang Syne, I think was the same Old Lang Syne, on a live stream a while back. I've seen this song pop up a few times recently, and it's just been forever since I've hit him in general, so I figure time to circle back, and this seems far and away the one to hit. So leader of the band, Dan Fogelberg, I have no idea what to expect. Yeah, let's hit it.
Child alone and wild, a cabinet maker's son. His hands were meant for different work, and his heart was known to none. He left his home and went his lone and solitary way, and he gave to me a gift I know I never can repay. Quiet man of music, denied a simpler fate. He tried to be a soldier once, but his music wouldn't wait. He earned his love through discipline, a thundering velvet hand. His gentle means of sculpting souls took me years to understand. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man.
Oh wow.
I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. Brothers' lives were different, for they heard another call. One went to Chicago and the other to St. Paul. And I'm in Colorado when I'm not in some hotel, living out this life I've chose and come to know so well. Thank you for the music and your stories of the road. I thank you for the freedom when it came my time to go. I thank you for the kindness and the times when you got tough. And Papa, I don't think I said I love you near enough. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. I am a living legacy to the leader of the band.
Oh man. Sorry, I just had to take a minute. This is a really staggeringly beautiful song, and I remember my mom quoting me some of these lyrics. Actually, see, I don't know when she said it. It might have been when my grandfather passed away. But where was it? Oh fuck! It like makes me want to cry just reading the lyrics. And his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument, and his song is in my soul. Like I remember her saying those lines to me, and telling me how much that song meant to her and how it reminded her of him, because he played guitar and she played guitar, and she used to tell me stories of, when she was younger, he was so proud that she played guitar that he would, like, anytime his friends would come over, he'd be like, Heidi, who was my mom's name, like, Heidi, come here, and he'd have her play guitar for everybody, and just really beautiful, and it made me think of him. Like, he's passed away now, but I still have one of his guitars, and every time I play it, I think about him, and this just feels like that sentiment of music being in your soul and passing down bloodlines, and all looking up at somebody who you loved and cherished, and feeling that musicality like through you. And even the "denied a simpler fate" line, like, yeah, this is one of the few songs that's made me tear up like that, and it's just so beautiful. I mean, lyrically, there's a lot of depth, but musically, it does exactly what it's supposed to. Like, it's not stepping on the lyrics in any way. It's delicately played on the guitar, just very, very light touch, and you can hear the emotion in the guitar, but more than that, it's acting as this canvas for beautiful vocals and beautiful background harmonies to come in. And even the horns feel like a send-off, and it feels like a celebration, and like, it's so unexpected to hear these huge horns, coming with just this acoustic guitar track. But I mean, it's just so fitting, and it gives you the magnitude that you want to hear in that emotionally, and it drives it home so well. And the idea of, like, the leader of the band, like the band being like almost like a familial thing, like not just the leader of a band, but your whole life. Like, I think about my grandpa, who is like a musical inspiration for my mom, and then my mom played guitar, and that's part of the reason that I play guitar. And my little brother plays guitar now, and I'm part of the reason he plays guitar. And it all started because my grandpa played guitar, and that's just like beautiful. And like, yeah, it just makes me want to cry. Like, the remembering as my grandpa got older and he couldn't play guitar so well, and yeah, I don't know how much more I can say on this without breaking into tears, but this is one of those songs that I think just strikes a perfect balance of heartfelt and earnest and simple. It's not doing too much, and all it's doing is trying to convey this idea, which is like a love letter to somebody's father or grandfather, and like being grateful for the music that you play because it came from them. And that's just, man, it's just a little bit about, I guess, what life's about in general. Yeah, I did not expect to tear up to this. I had no idea, and it's so wild that I remember my mom quoting me those lyrics, and I think it was at his funeral. Just super thankful for my grandfather. We called him Goffy, because when my older cousins, when they were young, they couldn't say grandfather, so they'd say Gaffa instead of grandfather, and then it turned into Goffy. So yeah, Goffy played guitar, and yeah, just love him. So this was really sweet. Gonna cut it off here. I'm gonna go cry a little bit, but you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for this song. Appreciate it a lot. See you guys.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you had a good time watching that video, if you want to upvote the video, subscribe if you're not already. Check out some other videos here on the YouTube or on the Patreon if you want extra juicy stuff you can't get on YouTube.